What's up? This is Richard Bode with 6Magazine. I'm here with directing extraordinaire GVisuals. What's up, homie?
What's going on, fam? How you doing today?
Doing alright, man. Just chilling. Man, how long you been in the directing game?
How long I've been in the directing game, man? Probably about a good strong, I say 3 years now, 3, 4 years now. In that range.
In 3 years, you've done a lot, man. A ton. Tell people how you got into it.
Well, I got into the directing game. I was already in TV and video, and doing some film stuff as a videographer. I've been shooting a lot. I've been shooting for probably about 10, 15 years. Doing a lot of stuff, stage plays, music videos, shooting sports. From NFL to college, all that good stuff. But my passion, I'm a hip hop head, so I always had a passion for this music thing and for what hip hop, for hip hop period. And they got the five elements of hip hop, and I can't rap. I'm not a break dancer. I can't tag no subway, and I can't DJ, and I'm definitely, I'm not a b-boy. So I was like, damn, what's my contribution to the game? You know what I'm saying? So my contribution is visuals. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop. I feel like directing video is almost another element of the game because you gotta have that. You know what I'm saying? It's not going anywhere. So I linked up with Fat Cats, Randy from Fat Cats. It was right at the start of the digital boom a few years ago, and he was like, "Yo, some labels looking for some viral directors," and I was like, "Yo, I had already banged like 10 joints," and I was like, "Yo, check these out." And he checked them out and sent them to the label, and he called me the next day, and we drove to St. Louis and shot 3 Huey videos back to back. It all happened just like that, and we was off and running then.
That's what's up. Who are some directors you looked up to before you got into the game that kind of like inspired you?
Of course, I mentioned my boys, my boys, Fat Cats, and then Uncle Hype, of course. Hype, Hype is the man. He's the godfather of this directing thing, as far as, especially in our hip hop genre. Um, he him, and then you got your old heads like the Lionel Martins and the Billy Woodruffs, all those different styles right there. You know what I'm saying? Are etched in this video making game. But but cats, even cats now you look up to, you can't help for looking up at, Anthony Mandler and Chris Robinson,
Hmm.
and then Hype. Every time he touch something, it's still a Hype video. And then you got the peers. You got my peers. That I think are nice out there. You got Todd. You got Boomtown. You got Paris. You got Yolanda out there. And then even on a high level, you got like your girl Melina. She a beast.
Hmm.
But it's a lot of it's it's a lot of cats that I look up to. I look at their work, and it make you want to get on your grind and do some nice stuff.
A lot of videos, especially in hip hop, look the same, man. Like, what do you do to stay fresh and just to stay different?
Uh, Really, man. When I go to battle in this video making, I really try not to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I listen to the track, look at the artist. You try to put all that stuff in and together, and you just try to give a certain look. Really, my whole thing is I'm trying to, you know, I want to have a, I want to kind of be like a chameleon when it come to this. So I really challenge myself to do something hot that don't look like the last hot thing that I did,
Hmm.
or definitely not the last whack thing that I did, or But you want to make. I just want it to be different. Like for example, the first Walker joint
Hmm.
and the Dondria joint. Like both of those are black and white videos, but if it wasn't a director's name on there, I don't think you could tell who directed those joints. Although one is R&B and one is hip hop, you know what I'm saying? You
Hmm.
still you still want to have a different type of signature.
Um, what would you say your style is? if you have to describe your directing style?
Boy, you know, man, I think I ask myself that question like probably once a week. But I mean, and that's the beauty of it. That's one of the things that kind of keep me hungry because I don't feel like my style is set just yet. Especially it's kind of hard when you're working with so many different budgets. Um, and you know, so I mean, I shoot a lot of my videos, and sometimes I bring in a DP.
Mhm.
Um, and then you know you try to use the same editor, and sometimes you change editors, and all that stuff combined kind of make your style. Between shooting, editing, and all the whole content of the video. Um, me coming from me being a shooter, coming from a videographer background, I like to have a lot of movement in my pieces.
Mhm.
Sometimes that's kicked me in the ass, but in most situations, I feel comfortable doing that, and in that in that way, it helps me bring if it's an energy track, what I'm saying, running camera and doing a lot of movement and stuff helps with energy, and then at the same time, being a shooter and knowing angles and knowing people's best sides, and then just knowing how to be right behind that lens and be able to have the artist connect with you. I think being a videographer helped me with that. But as far as style, man, my man, right now, Six, I don't I don't think I got it yet. I think that's something I'm searching for. That's what keeps me going and keeps me going. Because it's like you got a jump shot,
Mhm.
you got a you can drive the hole. What I'm saying, you can post up. What I'm saying, you can shoot from the elbow, you can shoot a 3-pointer. Shit, I mean, fuck it. I'm. Let's say it's like I'm kind of versatile right now, like
That's
Scottie
just
Pippen.
Alright, Scottie Pippen in directing game. A lot of people just know you for your hip hop, man, but you got some TV and film credits to your name. Kind of tell the people what else you've done.
As far as TV, man, this reality. I mean, I've been doing this reality stuff a lot, man. You know, uh, Video and videograph, videographer and directing and DPing a lot of these reality shows, especially some stuff with BET, some MTV stuff, um, you know, and all those Tyler Perry plays.
Mhm.
Came up shooting a lot of that stuff. Film credit. Film credit is just what Kings of Comedy movie.
Mhm.
Working on that. That's back in the early days. Um, but yeah, that reality game, man, that's big. I even got some stuff in the pot right now. That's where the money at on the low. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
That's where the money at. Just quiet as kept. Videos don't always feed the baby like it needs to, so
Huh.
you got to have another hustle in this game.
That's cool. I didn't know that. What do you prefer? TV, film, music videos? Which ones do you prefer creatively?
Uh, well, right now I got videos is my film right now. I mean, when I feel like you get people send you scripts and you look at movie stuff all the time, and that's ultimately where I want to be and be comfortable at. But right now, making videos is what a passion is. So
Mhm.
that's where I'm homing in my skills at. Like especially when you get the budgets, where you get to work with the people in the industry that are really doing some things. The good DPs and the good editors and all those people that are just as hungry and seasoned as you are. That's what that passion that's what that passion pays off. So ultimately, it's definitely making movies, but right now, I like doing videos more than the TV thing. It's a little less political when you actually making the video. I mean, everything centered around the video might be political, but when you're actually doing it, it's a fun situation.
That's cool. Who's been your favorite person to work with so far?
Favorite person to work with. Real talk, man. I gotta go with mm, I gotta go with the chef, man.
What
I
Rick
gotta go with
Line?
yeah, God. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe it's because we shot in Hawaii. They might have something to do with it. But I mean, you look at it's certain people that you shoot that you're fans of, and that's on your timeline, like shit, like Raekwon is on my timeline. When I look at when I look at like I look at '95, I'm in college. only built for Cuban links is right there
Yeah.
as far as helping you with your swag, all that shit. So when I had a chance to work with Ray, and then we traveled and we did different types of projects, and then he shared his experiences with me from working with people like Hype in the early days, and then he gave me his insight on how he feel like shit should be, and getting that stuff coming from a seasoned veteran, man. I don't think I could trade none of that in. So hands down, I'm gonna say the chef.
Anybody that you want to work with that you haven't got a chance to link up with yet?
Jay. I mean, hey, Jay all day long.
I feel you. What's some upcoming
No,
projects?
I mean, say it again.
No, keep. What'd you say?
I mean, it's a few other people here. It's some, I mean, like I still like even here in Atlanta, man. Like I still haven't been able to touch Tip. I want to, I want to get a visual with. It's just like it's just like producing, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to get a placement. You know,
Yeah.
if you got 13 tracks, you know what I'm saying, and you trying to do 10 visuals, can I get one? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's just like that. You know.
Upcoming projects, man. What you got coming on?
Um, upcoming. We talking about video wise?
Anything?
Well, upcoming, like going back. I mean, business wise, I got some stuff in tap with these networks on this reality stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm try to get myself on that producing side to make some of that long money, some of that money you make while you sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, I got some of that. I got some of that popping off. Video wise, man, I'm gonna tell you the video system. They send you records. You write treatments, so you might have 10 treatments out there, and you might not have shit to shoot tomorrow, and then you might wake up tomorrow and you got 3 videos to shoot in a week. You know what I'm saying? So as far as that's concerned, it's quite a few artists. I've specifically over the summer told myself I specifically and purposely went and did more R&B
Uh huh.
because I did a lot of hip hop last year, and I just thought doing some R&B would help me, would broaden my range a little bit, especially working with females. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't shoot females the same way you shoot males. It's a certain way you have to do that, and I just felt like it. I just wanted to be more valuable in the game, so that's why I really concentrated on doing some R&B artists, some artists that's going to be around for quite a bit, and but it's getting cold and I'm starting to feel a kind of way, so I think I'm finna dive back into this hip hop thing and bang me some joints out. I got some treatments out there on some upcoming stuff from some of these top artists out here that I hope I hope I get chose for.
Cool. Describe life behind the camera, man. Like, what are some things that you see that like the viewers will never see?
Things that you see, you know what? That's a good question, man, because when you like, especially if you're doing a song and you got an artist that's really into that song, you you can see in their eyes whether they trust you, whether they feel like they're giving their best out of their own product, or sometimes you can see when they're doing something that their label want them to do. You know what I'm saying? You can tell they're not feeling it, or you can see when they don't like what they got on. You know what I'm saying? Or you can feel when they don't like who's behind me while I'm shooting them. I mean, like their eyes and their body language can tell you a lot, especially if I'm focused in and they're focused in. You have to cut and sometimes pull them to the side, and just try to try to see what's up. But everything else you see, as long as you got what else do you see behind the lens? It's a couple of things in an organic setting, like if you're out in the field and you shoot some stuff and you got your artist and you got your background, and when it's perfectly lit and the artist got perfect energy, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of almost feel yourself. It's like you got a pen in your hand and you just drawing the picture. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good feeling. Like everybody behind you, you can feel their energy going up because the shot is hot. And you know what I'm saying? And when you're there cutting, everybody smiling, dapping everybody up. You know what I'm saying? That's worth the whole damn shoot itself.
That's
And then
cool.
sometimes that damn shot don't even make the video. but yeah, it's rewarding. Stuff like that is rewarding. Like I had an artist tell me, I can name him, Big Bang Black.
Mm.
Try It Out. That song Try It Out. And I don't know if you know his story or not, but he, he's more of the CEO type. He wasn't an artist, and we shot the video and we finished it up and he looked at it and he told me, he was like, "Yo, man, I ain't have fun doing this rap thing until I just saw my video. This is the first time I had some fun in this whole thing." And he been in the game for like 3 years, and that went a long way. I'm like, I'm like, that's what it's all about, right there, stuff like that.
Cool. And we're gonna talk a little football since we are football and hip hop. I see you got the Tony Dorsett hanging up
You
behind
see
there.
it? You see
I see the
it?
Tony
You see
Dorsett hanging up
it?
behind there. Who you rocking with on the field, man? Who
Come
your
on,
team?
man. You ain't got no Dorset jersey up there if you ain't rocking with them boys. I almost, I almost, I almost put all the jerseys up, but I was like, no, I'm just gonna do the Dorset.
What man? What your boys gonna do this year, man?
I feel good, man. You know what? To be told, let me break it down because I'm a Cowboy head. You
All
know what I'm
right.
saying? And I'm gonna break it down based off what I feel we should do, and I'm gonna break it down off what I've been seeing, based on preseason and seeing their body language. I feel like we got all the tools in place. We got the motivation. We at home. The Super Bowl is here. You know what I'm saying? Everything is in place. You know how it is in football. If all the moons line up straight, then your team can shoot out. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
as far as personnel and all that stuff, I feel like we're right there. Now, what I've been seeing preseason, I don't know, man. That injury bug look like it's goddamn looming around us, man. I'm like,
Yes.
cats going down every preseason. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, are we taking it easy in camp? What's going on? So, then again, sometimes that can be a plus because that means you'll be strong in the back half of the season and you'll finish strong. You got to look at it like that. But I feel good about our chances. I can't even front.
What you think about the whole? It's old now, but since you're a Cowboys, I'm gonna ask you. What do you think about the whole Roy Williams, Des Bryant carrying a football pass type thing? The rookie hazing.
Man, look, nigga, I love Dez Bryant. Before we even picked him, I knew that because I talked to Jerry, right?
Mhm.
And me and Jerry had talked about that Dez Bryant thing a long time ago. Why you think Dion goddamn was down there? You know what I'm saying? So we've been digging. We've been trying to get that kid for a year. And fuck Roy Williams, man. I ain't finna just be carrying your. I'm trying to take your job, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
He tried to blast. He tried to blast him. That's all it was. Don't be suspicious. You know the cat taking your job, and you're gonna try to make him carry your pad. I played football before too, and you ain't finna just do it like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's over now. But I need to get Dez out there on that field though. I
Yeah,
need him out there.
he is a beast, man. But y'all been slow in the preseason, man. Like, what's up with your man Jason Garrett play calling, dog?
Ugh. It's two ways I can look at it. I'm an optimistic type of guy, and I think we know that we can run the ball. So I think he just deliberately want to work on things that we've been having trouble with. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? That's what I hope is going on.
Uh huh.
Because I mean we know we got three fucking running backs. We hadn't been running. I don't think they want to get him no freak injury. I just think, we just want to work on things that hadn't been successful for us in practice,
That
in
makes
game
sense.
situation. And it don't look like the shit been successful in game situations either. But I think that's what the situation is. And then we had been playing our tight ends really down in the red zone because they've been hurt. So that kind of hurt our red zone game. But shit, at the end of the day, against the Chargers, shit, the Chargers just good. That's why
Yeah.
our timing was off and shit. You know what I'm saying?
The defense is
That
always
that
gonna be
had a
ahead
lot
of
to
the
do with it
offense.
too. Huh?
The defense is always going to be ahead of the offense in preseason. Even at probably the first 2 or 3 games of the season, the defense is always going to be ahead of offenses. Just because it's easy to
Yeah.
just react on defense. And offense, you got to have your timing down. So defense is always going to look good in the preseason compared to the offenses.
And then I'm concerned about our defense a little bit, man. I still don't think we got enough leadership and enough savvy down the middle of our defense from in the front to the linebacker down to the safety, especially in the safety position. We ain't been right since Darren Woodson left. You know what I'm saying? We
Hmm.
ain't had a true quarterback back there since Woodson left. So I hope we can address. Hope one of them young boys really want to step up and do something.
You don't like what Brookins doing, the middle linebacker?
by mid-season last year, I seen Brookins about 2 steps behind every damn body that he was checking. He might be revived. He done had that off season, but I need to see how he look week 9, week 10. You know what I'm saying?
Cool,
He's an
cool.
old.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Switching back to hip hop, man. What does hip hop mean to you?
Man, hip hop is me, fam. Um, I mean, the way the way I carry myself, the way. I mean, I'm part of the culture. Unfortunately, luckily, I got a job where I can exercise my free spirit, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to really conform to everything else because of the type of job I got, the type of career I chose. So I'm allowed to continue to be hip hop. I ain't gonna say I wear my pants down, sagging up under my ass, but I still gotta sag a little bit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I ain't saying that I gotta wear a shirt and a tie every day, but I still feel comfortable in a nice fitted white tee. And I live in Atlanta, and I'm a video director. That's my job. I can do that.
Mhm.
I can get away with that. So I love it, man. I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's the one thing that bring a whole lot of cultures together, and that's the one thing that we have that continues to do that, and that's hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Shit, ain't nothing else doing that but hip hop. I mean, sports, you got sports, but even hip hop's involvement in sport, allows all our cultures to combine and stuff like that. So, I mean, and it ain't getting no younger.
Mhm.
I'm one of those people that think that Jay and all them people that I'm growing with still gonna be rapping at 50 and 60. I don't see why not. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It hadn't been no president, so we part of that culture. We growing with it. So Jay just as hot at 40 as he was at 25.
Yeah. Very
And
proud
what's
about
to
that.
say? I mean, who said you should retire? I don't think there's no retirement in music. I mean, look at like people like Santana. Santana was gone and came back and they had like 7 Grammys. Shit, he was like 60 years old.
You
So
right.
so
You right
so
about
only
that.
so but hip hop, man, hip hop, man, I love it.
You wanna before we wrap up, you wanna shout out anybody real quick, man?
Yeah, let me shout out my man Randy Fat Cats, Big Will, T3 the Beast, um, uh, all them kids out there, all them cats out there grinding with me, all my peers, man, from my internet cats to my cats on TV doing this directing thing, man. Stay focused, man. Stay focused, man. Keep them visuals up. Keep them popping out there. Of course, I want to thank out, shout out the wife and my little girls, all that good stuff. But outside of that, man, this is sports network, so it's all about them Cowboys. So our next interview gonna be on February the 7th after them Cowboys to host their trophy up. I gotta have it.
I
Gotta
definitely,
have it.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna definitely catch up with you while I'm out there. It's Richard Bode with Six
All right,
Magazine and my man GVisuals. Y'all holla at y'all.
one.